You may be wondering how others secure their boats from storms. There are many ways depending on many variables. I would like to share how I go about securing mine. Hello, I'm Elias Quintos. Just like you, I am a boating enthusiast who lives in Southwest Florida. This short video shows an easy method that has worked for me for 17 years. My boat is on a lift behind at least 2 miles of mangroves. It's been shown that mangroves blunt the effects of wind and storm surges. This wonderful protection from nature, in addition to the barrier islands, has been a natural shield for many years. From observation, the greatest threat to my boat is wind from storms and tornadic activity rather than storm surges. The rhythmic swinging of the boat can also cause the pilings to loosen and become uprooted. The storm surges that have occurred in our area occurred over many hours and modified by tides. These pictures were taken over many hours into the night when Hurricane Helene passed 200 miles west of us and made landfall in the Big Bend. Water came up just past the lamppost. 2 weeks later, Hurricane Milton made landfall near Siesta Key, and we were exposed to the southern half of the hurricane sweeping in Gulf water towards us. Although we evacuated, I later saw the water line take 1 foot of mulch from its closest point to the water. I measured this at 2 feet lower than my home's base footing and below my lifted boat's water line. After studying many ways of securing boats, I produced a routine which takes less than 15 minutes. Although simple, I think it adequately addresses both threats of wind and storm surge. I keep my batteries charged to assure the bilge pump has power to clear the bilge. My self-bailing cockpit is slightly slanted and drains rainwater aft through the scuppers. I use two 3,000-pound double-hook ratchet straps to secure my boat to the bunk. This secures the boat from flying away or falling out of its bunk. Another important consideration is violent and uncontrollable swinging, which could loosen the pilings, and with this in mind, I use my existing lines to dampen any swinging motion. Since I'm more concerned with my boat flying out and falling off its bunk, two tie-down straps are wrapped around the boat and the bunks. Here's the procedure in detail. While in the boat cockpit, I drop the ends of the straps in the water over the gunnel located on the opposite side of the dock. I then step back on the dock, raise the boat lift, and use a boat hook to grasp the strap ends from under the boat bunks. These strap ends are swung back to the cockpit over the gunnel next to the dock. I then lower the boat lift, go back in the cockpit, and hook the ends of the straps. I then use the ratchets to tighten the straps snugly. Lines that are attached to the cleats are looped around the upper beams and then back again to the cleats. The boat lift is raised to its highest limit, and the remaining ends of the lines are looped around the lower beams. The bitter ends are then secured to other pilings. These lines reduce the amount of swaying of the boat. I then shut off dock power. To reduce line wear and tear, one may use anti-chafing gear. One of my lines almost broke, as seen in one of these pictures. The violent force of the wind was witnessed by my traumatized neighbor, who chose to stay during Milton. He was smiling when he told me that my boat was still in place. Other than lightning damage to my multifunction display and autopilot command head, it was great feeling to use my boat after these repairs. Each boater will have to assess their own situation and find the best way to protect their boat. Some or all of what I demonstrated may not work for you. I hope this gave you ideas and encouraged you to look for ways specific to your needs. Thank you for listening.